So, katahimikan. Kaya pa itong makadiwang pagtuturo sa panalangin ni Nicodemion sa pamamagitan ng kalakasan ng aking kamalayan. Sa aking katalinuhan at sa aking pangatwiran, ginagamit ko ang buong lakas sa aking kaalaman, kapantasan sa aking kakayahan, sa aking pag-ibig at katotohanan. Tanging ang kalakasan ko lamang ang lumaganap sa akin. Gayunpaman, walang iba pang lakas. Palagian sanang maging mulat ako sa aking sariling mga kaisipan at damdamin. At inilalahad ko at ginagamit ang aking kaalaman, aking karunungan sa aking kakayahan. At dito ko aakayin ang lahat sa totoong pag-ibig, kalayaan, pagkakaisa at sa kapayapaan mula sa aking sarili. Ang kapangyarihan ng aking kamalayan ay hindi lingid sa akin, kaya ginagamit ko ito sa aking sariling kagalingan para sa aking mga kaisipan at damdamin at ang aking kalooban, gayon din sa aking pangangatawan. Sa araw-araw ay ilahad sa akin ang paggamit ng lakas ng kamalayan upang ito ay patuloy na gumana sa akin at hayaan akong maharapin ang mga bagay na hindi ko pa natutunan, kung saan pinangalagaan ko ang aking karunungan at ang aking kapantasan sa pagmamahal, pagsalat para sa iba, pati na rin sa pag-unawa at katwiran. Sa pamagitan at kalakasan ng aking kamalayan, kinikilala ko ang aking mga pagkakamali at nalulutas ito at iwasan pang gumawa muli. Kaya't walang ano pang mga pagkakamali ang makakahadlang sa aking pag-unlad at pagsulong. Ang kapangyarihan ng aking kamalan ay kayang kilalanin at iwasan ang mga maling aral, maling paraan ng pag-iisip, mga panganib mula sa pagpapakandili sa isang paniniwala, pati na rin ang mapanganib na material at mga makamundong bagay. Sa pamamagitan ng kalakasan ng aking kamalayan, ako mismo ay may hawak sa aking katalinuhan at pangangatwiran at sa pamamagitan ng buong lakas ng aking kamalayan. Sa lahat ng oras ay palagi ang mulat sa aking kapangyarihan, sa aking kakayahan, sa aking kapayapaan at sa karunungan, pati na rin ang aking kapantasan, pag-ibig at pagkakasundo na aking pinaghahawakan. Siya nawa. Alright. Magandang gabi sa ating lahat. So, narito tayo sa panibagong pag-aaral ng patungkol sa colloidal energy. Oh, good morning, Kuya Arwel. Oh, good evening. Colloidal energy, fluidal power, at mga iba pa. Oh, lakas patungo sa fluidal at kapangyarihan patungkol sa fluidal. So, yung page natin ay sa 350. So, ang title ng ating topic, Attacks from the Other World, Mental Feudal Power, Manifestation, Psychical Mobbing, Voodoo, Psychic Terror, Dreams, Psychical Violation, Fine Feudal Materialization, Anesthesia, Earth Magnetism, Power Places, UFOs, Contact, Spiritual Healing, Consciousness Power Healing, Self-Healing, Suggestive Impulses, Belief and Imaginations, Skrill Beings, REM Sleep, o Rapid Eye Movement Sleep, 3rd of March 1995. Pero bago tayo mag-umpisa, batiin natin ang bawat isa. So, si Nanay Rebecca, can you hear us? Gandang gabi po. Pwede po kayo mag-unmute po, Nay, kung naririnig niyo kami or magtaas lang ng kamay.
Opo,
Or,
naririnig po.
salamat.
Magandang gabi, magandang umaga sa lahat.
Gandang gabi po. Richie, ng UAE.
Yes,
Kumusta?
magandang gabi sa iyo from the United Arab Emirates at mabuhay po tayo. Assalamualaikum.
Salam. Hello, Kuya Jun. Nasa Mandaluyong po ba kayo ngayon?
Ay, oo. Magandang buhay para sa lahat. Uh, sa ikatututo ng bawat isa.
Salamat po. And sa Ate Zur ng USA, San Diego.
Good morning.
And Roel. Roel, can you hear me?
Good evening po, Salome.
Salome. All right. Question. Tanong. When an overall consciousness block from the other world that life act aggressively, Do they then use their mental fluid power which are stored here? Answer. Is not the overall consciousness block in the other world or that life, but rather the current consciousness or its unconscious or subconsciousness of a new personality, which react aggressively if the new personality was born as a result of the rebirth of the spirit form and the birth of the consciousness block, together with the new consciousness and therefore stands and acute current fluid powers stored by the former personality are then brought to the manifestation via the subconsciousness. If, however, other human beings are harmed, then this happens by the fact that through an injured consciousness and psychic state and thus through the respective mental block, via the respective subconsciousness of the new currently living personality, current psychokinetic powers are released, of which human being who creates and release the psychokinetic power is, however, as a rule, not conscious. Such occurrences are, however, extremely rare. Yeah, thank you, Ate Zor, sa sharing. So, yung bago pa lang sa mga ating tagapakinig at kapwa ka mag-aral, yung overall consciousness block is a block of consciousness. Mako-consider siyang storage bank ng ating buong consciousness o kaya tawag na overall consciousness block. So since na-create ang tayo, yung spirit na rin kasi cannot be reincarnated without said yung overall consciousness block. So they are counterpart. Pareha sila yan na magkasama. Parang yin and yang.
Ay, baka
Yung,
gusto mo ng ilaw para
ano yun, bro?
maliwanag. Ay, sorry. May
Ah,
naano mo. Nakalimutan ko yun. Sorry.
sorry, all good. So, parang yin and yang yan, kaagapay yan ng spirit or yung creation energy natin. So, yan yung talaan o nilalaman ng ating mga overall consciousness. Yeah, so in a death life, sabi niya, yung tinatanong niya dito, yung consciousness block ba daw, when overall consciousness from the other world, death life, act aggressively, do they use their mental power which is stored here? So sabi niya, it's not the overall consciousness block. Kasi ang pagkakaunawa ko sa overall consciousness ba, hindi siya passive. Ay, sorry, hindi siya active. Hindi siya active katulad ng consciousness. Para din siyang passive, like spirit or creation energy. Ganun. So, hindi siya pwedeng mag-act aggressively para mag-use ng fluidal powers. However, sabi niya dito, yung yung consciousness block together with new consciousness, yun yung nag-activate o nag-act aggressively para ma-activate yung mga mental fluid powers. 'Di ba? It can be conscious, unconscious, or subconscious. Ganun. If however, sabi niya dito sa last paragraph, if however other human beings are harmed, then this happened by the fact that through an injured consciousness and psychic state, and thus through the respective mental block via the respective subconscious of the new current living personality, current psychokinetic powers are released, of which human being who creates and release the psychokinetic power is, however, as a rule, not conscious. Such occurrences are, however, extremely rare. Ganun. So, yun nga, hindi siya conscious. Mostly either conscious or subconscious or unconscious. Ganun yung pag-release ng will powers na yan. But not the overall consciousness po. Yeah. Any questions doon? Hello? So normally, pag nag-reincarnate na yung new personality, definitely, magkakaroon ng back connection yung mga fluid, yung ikaw, yung new personality mo sa mga mental fluidal energies of mo na na-deposit na dito sa mundo. So, up to 100 years, di ba? Or 1,000 of years, sorry. Pwede pa ma-activate yun. Yeah, ma-activate siya ng iyong subconsciousness or consciousness of new personality. Ganun. So, Kung malinaw yun, we can move to the next question.
While
Kung,
clarification lang, Renz,
sige po kayo dyan.
uh, i-didiin ko lang na yung overall consciousness block is on the material side of the spectrum. Meron pa rin kasing spiritual side. Eh. Hindi ko lang matiyak kung anong tawag sa corresponding identity kagaya ng overall consciousness block sa spiritual side. Naaalala mo ba kung ano yung
Yung,
correspondent side sa spiritual side?
yung,
Spiritual
ang,
consciousness lang, ano? Meron ba
yeah,
spiritual consciousness block?
wala siyang ano, yung node of consciousness may two sides, either sa material consciousness and then the spiritual consciousness or tatawag na fine, fine o creation energy
Tama,
o
tama.
yeah.
Meron din ba siya kung tawagin ni spiritual, yung tawag sa material side, is consciousness block. Eh. Sa spiritual side, anong tawag?
I think that's the overall consciousness block. Kasi yung nodes of consciousness, right? Kasi yung overall consciousness block saklaw niya lahat eh. Material and spiritual.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So, kaya
okay.
lang, ang nagpa-power nun kasi, pag nag-reincarnate ang creation energy spirit, kailangan niya talaga yung overall consciousness. So, parang mag-aasawa silang dalawa, combine. So, ang explanation dun sa chart na binigay sa akin ni sabi doon, para siyang sabi ni Billy, it's like a negative and positive. Yung positive, yung creation energy or spirit, and then negative side is the overall consciousness block. So, para activate yun, mabuhay yung isang tao with their consciousness, those one need to combine sa reincarnation process yan, o incarnation process. Ganon.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah. So, I think I can bring out some. I can bring up wait lang yung, okay, just to remind everybody, ito yung parang chart na nakuha ko. Na-search ko na siya. I want to share my screen ko at Zor, saglit lang
Naka-off na yung screen share ko.
Okay, that's the thing, pag marami ako nakashare na screen, di ko makita yung aking mga navigator. Ito. Ito na. Okay. Ito na ako nakikita niya siya. So, yung overall consciousness block is the negative polarity equals the negative polarity. In spirit for creation energy is the positive polarity. So, these two need to combine. Ganun. So, yung creation ng material consciousness was created by overall consciousness block. Pero it was powered by the spirit o creation energy. Diba? Kasi kung wala itong creation energy, part piece of creation, it won't power, hindi mag-activate yung overall consciousness block. Yeah. Meron siyang,
Dalawa pala ang block, ang consciousness block. Yung overall consciousness block at saka yung material consciousness block. Tama ba? O
that's
iisa
correct.
lang yun?
No, that's correct. Pero, that's correct yun. Yung material consciousness block, nandiyan yung personality, mentality, psyche, gano'n. Nandun yung material consciousness block. Kaya lang may two essence din yan. Meron siyang two kinds. Yung isa, yung spiritual of fine creational o creational consciousness block, which is yung nandun yung gemut, yung feelings, infendung, ganun, spiritual
Yun.
gemut, spiritual psyche, ganun. So,
Yun.
pero overall consciousness block lahat yon, 'di ba? So everything na we add values to the material consciousness block, i-refine yan to to our overall consciousness block. Tapos magkakaroon siya ng essence or quintessence pag marami na siya, ganun. Mapaprocess yun. Kasi ang filtration process ay nagaganap sa overall consciousness block para makuha yung essence. Tapos yung essence na yun, ibabato niya rin sa spirit form so that the spirit form absorb some values. 'Di ba? Yung values na yun is mag-increase ng power ng creation energy or spirit form. Same as with the material consciousness. Oh, sorry, overall consciousness. Kasi yung material consciousness, it's always brand new. Always brand new yun. It's a clean slate. Ganon. But the essences or overall consciousness block is meron na siyang mga baon-baon na karunungan, kapantasan, ganon. And of course, it has the tinatawag niyong storage bank ng mga overall personality, overall consciousness, ganon. Nakalagay siya doon sa storage bank personality. So overall consciousness bank is a type of storage bank too. Yun lang. Alright. At Izor, pwede mo nang i-share yung ano mo, yung ating pag-aaral para basahin ko. Kung wala nang tanong ah. Okay. So, ang malinaw dito sa sagot ni Billy doon sa answer is hindi yung overall consciousness block kasi but the consciousness, yung current consciousness ng isang tao o yung material consciousness nila. So question, with the help of the mental feudal powers, then they assault their victims. The mental fatal powers are built up by currently living human being in such manner that they can attack through psychokinetic powers, in which case they become material in the form by simply beginning to work. The point, however, is not that other human beings are in a wise psychically or physically harmed, but rather only the originating person of the release mental fatal powers can harm him herself through his own psychophysical powers. Because as a rule, she simply directs the attack against him or herself unconsciously. Third persons are only affected by the fact that they have to witness, listen, and co-live the phenomena, respectively the manifestation. So, yung yung mga fluidal powers na yan, it can harm people, 'di ba? It can lalo na yung mismong may-ari ng fluidal energy kasi nga it can attack through psychokinetic power. Ibig sabihin ng psychokinetic is meaning unconscious movement, 'di ba? Napapagalaw niya kasi yung fluidal powers na yan, o fluidal energies na yan. It can harm that person who owns it. Yun yung sinasabi dito as a rule. Ganun. Pero it can also harm other person o third person dahil nakikita nila, naririnig nila na nandun sila sa phenomena na yon ng manifestasyon. Ganun. So that's why yung mga labile person, yung sinasabi nila that can really activate si mga fluidal energy or fluidal powers. So sometimes they are harmful. Ganun. Mm. May gusto kayong idagdag, Richie?
Yes, bro. Alam kong mga tanong to ni ni Delbs in relationship dun sa mga kulam-kulam. Paano yun nasisend? Does it relate to the mental fluidal powers? Kunwari, yung mga barang na may lumalabas na mga karayom-karayom sa tiyan or may mga insektong lumalabas sa tainga, sa bunganga. So,
Mm.
it can be, kasi ang sabi dito, it can only harm the originating person. Pero I don't
Yeah.
know dun sa mga following pages if it is mentioned na yung mga witchcraft powers ba yan, ang tawag yan, na
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
using this kind of fluidal energy to send malice and uh, negative intent dun sa victim.
I think it's not about, for me ang pagkakaunawa ko dun sa yung mga witchcraft, ganon, or yun yung mga occult forces na tinatawag. So,
Mhm.
they are mentally created yun. Pero, siguro masasabi natin fluidal energy, part siya ng fluidal energy, pero hindi siya yung fluidal energy na
Mhm.
inimit ng isang tao in store. But
Mhm.
it's para siyang swinging wave din. Also, it's a wave na
Mhm.
negativity na intention is to attack or destroy. 'Di ba? So, marami yan kasi even Billy himself experienced that na kahit kidlat nga gusto siyang patamaan, 'di ba? And then
Mhm.
yung mga fluidal powers na gustong pumatay sa kanya, ganun. So, uh, those kind of attack, including yung mga religious belief or yung mga kulto,
Mhm.
ganun, na pwedeng umatake. So those are considered yung occult forces na pwedeng mag-destroy or makasira or makanakit ng kapwa nila tao. Pero yun yung parang iniipon mo talagang lakas eh. So it's like
Mhm.
iniipon mo para maka-atake direkta sa ibang tao. So hindi siya yung fluidal energies na na-activate mo dahil na-store siya noong nakaraang buhay, ganun. So that's a different. It's same principle but different situation, ganun. Mm. Ito na, kung may gusto kayong linawin idagdag. Pwede favor bro, pwede ikaw magbasa. Medyo namamalat-malat pa ako eh.
Sige, sana wag na.
Kung wala nang tanong ha, okay? Naubo-ubo kasi ako.
Oh, maganda na may nakabili ka ng gamot bro yung sa online.
Hmm.
Ah, okay.
Natural lang ako. Sige bro, tuloy mo.
So, question. What they even become material in a form? Thus, ang answer is not it is not a form of the material simply like solid matter, but rather it is a form through which the mental fluidal powers come into effect again, through psychokinetic and psychophysical powers, which then come into effect, but not in the form that it would be coarse material, but rather in a different material form than known by human beings, through which it becomes capable of transmitting, respectively activating powers. It is not normal. It is not the normal fine fluidal form through which the phenomena come about, but rather through a change which forms a transmitter which releases psychokinetic and psychophysical powers, or through to which, e.g., human beings can be beaten or wounds can be inflicted on them through beating or violation, which, however, only applies to the originating person, him or herself. That is, however, an absolute rarity. The whole thing is thereby based on the fact that psychokinetic and psychophysical powers become effective on the originator's own body, which, however, can be quite immense. A comparison can be made when, e.g., a human being is struck by invisible fist.
Yeah. So, hindi siya yung parang solid matter. So, iba din yung parang sinasabi mo kanina, yung barang, di ba may mga physical doon. Ito different. Para siyang unseen force, di ba na parang may nananakit sa'yo, sumasampa, nanununtok, ganun, nananakit, ganun. But those are psychokinetic powers. Di ba? It can harm persons. Kaya siguro may nakikita tayo parang yung mga labile person na parang yun nga yung parang nasasaniban or something like that or parang nasasaktan siya diba nakikita natin nagkakapasa or something because of those little powers na inactivate nila ganun na nag-act ng ng psychokinetic na pwedeng manakit ng sarili. Ganon. Tapos siguro yung,
Question po.
sige, sige.
Yung, okay, ang inaano mo tao, di ba naniniwala tayo na may mga other, tawag dito, sa ibang, ano pa yun? Ibang image, like duwende, ganun, na nananakit. So, are there more powerful kaysa sa human being na ano?
Hmm. At I think yung mga ibang beings na nanakit sila, I think they had a rules to not to do that. Pero yung mga nananakit talaga mostly, yung mga occult forces or mga feudal energies. Yun yung pagkakaunawa ko dun sa ano. So ito yung sinasabi dito, yung mananakit is the fluidal energies itself na o fluidal powers na na store.
Pero may power
Tapos,
din sila, di ba?
yeah, yeah, definitely may power din sila. Yung mga yung mga ibang nasa ibang dimension, yes, they do. Pero hindi naman sila namamalagi palagi, naliligaw-ligaw lang sila minsan dito. Hmm. Kung
Pero
yun yung tanong nyo.
yung mga duwende, yung mga ganun, ang ano,
Hmm.
sinasabi ko. So, totoo pala din yung mga nuno-nuno sa punso na yun.
Eh, yeah, they are. Pero hindi sila ganun ka-active compare sa yung sabi natin. Medyo naliligaw, dumadaan-daan lang sila. But yeah, yung balik tayo sa topic. So, mostly, yung mga to, yung mga feudal forces o powers na pwedeng manakit. So, it's not a form of solid matter, sinasabi niya. Na parang, yung iba na parang image lang din eh. 'Di ba? Yung mababa, sasabihin niya dito, parang may, parang form lang siya, ganun. Na pwedeng manakit, ganun, magpagalaw ng gamit, ganun. So, yun. At ano kung napanood nyo yung parang movie na yung bata na napoposes siya, kala na napoposes siya, pero siya din pala naggagawa ng sarili niyang lakas, pero through unconscious. Ganun, napapagalaw niya lahat ng mga, yung mga gamit pag unconscious siya, ganun. But I forgot the movie, but it's a horror movie. Tapos dumudugo-dugo yung mata niya kapag ganun. So, possible na ganun yung scenario ng psychokinetic o psychophysical powers na nare-release.
Friends,
Oh, sige Kuya Jun, please.
na na-resolve na ba yung issue doon sa mga manifestation sa office ni Billy? Yung nawawala, yung mabalik, yung nagkakaroon. Hindi ko
Hmm.
nasusundan ang contact report eh. Hindi ko alam kung resolved yun. Resolved
At
na ba yun?
sa tingin ko, ongoing pa yung issue kasi yung last contact 903, kahit na nandun si Arlion, ganun, hindi pa nga nila
Oo, tama.
ma-retrieve lahat ng contact report eh. Dahil sa mga swinging wave. Oh, we know those are the occult powers or swinging wave of fluidal
Secular.
energy.
Secular.
O
Sectarian.
sectarian na yun eh.
Sectarian.
Parang
Oo.
ang tagal na panahon daw yun, matagal na panahon sa Earth. Kasi ang Earth natin, it's
So,
stored also mental fluidal energies, combine yun, di ba? Especially with Billy's work, hindi siya religious eh. Kumbaga, anti-religious siya eh. So, yung mga religious talaga, pagsama-samang pwersa yan to attack him. Di ba? Even it's just a force.
okay. So, hindi pa resolved.
I think it's still ongoing. Ayun ang pagkakaunawa ko dun sa latest contact report kasi hindi pa naman na naaayos. Maybe we can ask. Okay na. Anyway, may question pa ba? Bro, Richie.
Wala na bro.
Sige, tuloy na lang natin.
Hmm. Question, with certain human being, is that deliberately made or is it that swinging wave base related? Answer. It could be if it were consciously possible for a human being, but who wants to maltreat himself or herself with beating and bodily harm, etc. The rule is that everything comes about unconsciously and is therefore not done deliberately, and indeed to severe psychical problems, respectively to unconscious memories through wishes, beliefs, love, jealousy, and hatred, etc., and indeed via the unconscious of the consciousness, from where it reaches into the subconsciousness, which then acts deliberately. Next page. Question. Therefore, it is the human being whom they want to attack from the other world, the dead life. Medyo mahaba to answer. Such phenomena are not based on the fact that they appear as manifestation from the other world, but rather they come about through a currently living personality who does not have their thoughts, feelings, their psyche, and their consciousness, as well as its unconscious under control, and thereby directs psychokinetic, psychophysical powers against themselves and even creates specters and figures through which they are attacked. If such things are directed at very specific human beings out of hatred and revenge, etc., then these are not created from the other world of that life, but rather from this world, respectively, in the current life of a human being. The human beings attacked by such mental, respectively psychokinetic and psychophysical powers are thereby themselves the originators of the whole, and indeed as a result of anxiety, etc., which dominates them through psychical and consciousness-based injuries. If others intervene, then they are also attacked under circumstances, but physically by the respective person himself herself, who directs his own mental, respectively psychokinetic, psychophysical powers against himself or herself. But such occurrences are an absolute rarity. The attack, therefore, does not occur from the other world of that life in which the overall consciousness block is located, but rather from the other world of the new current life of the new personality, whereby the actual new life of the new personality is therefore meant. Also here, unfortunately, since time immemorial, there is again an expression which can be falsely interpreted, because with the other world, not only the plane of the dead is meant, but effectively also the next actual life. If something stands in connection with the activities of the subconsciousness of a new personality, it is a similar case given here as when the Pleiadian speaks of beyond the sun, by which they mean beyond the galaxy, simply beyond the galactic central sun. So such expression, unfortunately, often misunderstanding arise. If therefore in certain cases there is a talk of attacks from the other world occurring, then that other world is not meant, but rather the other world of that other world. And so therefore the current new life of the new personality, who through his or her powers of the consciousness, its unconscious and the subconscious, brings his or her mental fluidal powers to the manifestation and therefore mobilizes this, which can be simply also be in the telepsychokinetic form, etc., that specters or sound, etc., appear. Ba?
Okay. Okay. Balikan natin tas magbigay tayo ng parang tawag dito. Explanation and context, di ba? Doon sa binabanggit. So, yung sinasabing other world, kasi dalawa yung other world eh. Yung other world in that life, which is the beyond. Tapos yung other world na kapag nag-reincarnate na siya, that's the next personality. So, kunwari, nabuhay ako ngayon, right? So, yung other world ko, pag nag-reincarnate na ako sa susunod na personalidad, maybe after 100 years, ganun, depende sa taon, ganun. Yun yung other world natin. Yun yung other world natin sa next life. Yun yung sinasabi niya, other world. O next reincarnation. Yun yung ibig sabihin nun. So, yun yung pinapatungkulan. So, yung mga manifestation ng attack ng, ng attack from the other world, yun yung sinasabi natin na yung mga naipong mga fluidal energies ngayon, ayun, mga nakaraan pang taon, nakaraang buhay, ganon, up to thousand of years, those fluidal powers or energies can create some expectors, form, ganon, something na pwedeng makanakit sa tao, ganon. So, para siyang, sabi natin multo. Multo nga talaga kasi nagmumulto siya sa, pero hindi siya ghost ng iniisip natin. Pero it's like a fluidal energies, di ba? Para siya nagmumulto sa yung susunod na buhay, sa next incarnation kasi yun yung mga fluidal energies mo. So they can attack you through your psychokinetic power. So, ang nag-activate din naman ng attack is you yourself. 'Di ba? Kaya lalo na kapag ikaw ay labile or ibig sabihin ng labile is hindi ano yung pag-iisip, hindi siya parang matino, hindi siya disturb palagi or madali siyang maimpluwensyahan, mauto, ganun. So those kind of people na out of reality, especially in a religious sense also, lalo na pag na-indulge ka sa mga kunwari mga occult something, occult works or something like that. Tapos na off touch ka sa reality. Tapos pwede ka mag-activate ng mga fluidal energies. So those are very, very, very dangerous also. I think siguro bagitin na rin natin yung mga nag-aaral ng mediumship, ganun. Kapag di sila marunong mag 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 control ng kanilang consciousness, ganun. So, they can activate some fluidal energies na pwedeng makanakit sa kanila at the same time makasakit din sa kapwa ibang tao. So, yun lang, yun lang yung comment ko doon. Kasi aminin natin sa mga medium, sa mga experience natin, may mga may mga medium na they can create manifestation, 'di ba? Mga sounds, makamobilize sila, makapagalaw sila ng something, ganun. So, it's a possible those kind I came from their psychokinetic powers and their fluidal energies napapagalaw nila yung mga bagay-bagay. So, sometimes it can be harmful to them, 'di ba? And sometimes, I don't know, that's my thoughts sa mga ganun. Hello?
Oo. Renz,
Sige, Kuya Jun.
naalala ko yung sugat sa kamay ni Padre Pio, yung stigmata.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
Palagay ko, madaling mag-qualify yan dyan sa topic natin na self-inflicted. Hindi not necessarily physically, but ano, psychokinetic. Nanggagaling sa nakaraan niya o sa kanyang motivation sa pangkasalukuyan to the point ng kumbaga sa iba siya kapag ka nagkaroon siya ng stigmata kasi ano yun manifestation yun na malapit ka na sa level ni Kristo na may sugat sa kamay. So, doon sa hindi nakakaunawa, bakit siya meron noon? Siguro special na siya talaga, something to that effect, to the point na may mga miracles na nga that were attributed to him.
Mm.
So, yung sinasabi mong yan, maybe in other forms, in other less apparent forms, nangyayari. kung nangyayari sa apparent form, hindi lalong mangyayari sa non-apparent form. Yun
Yeah,
lang.
that's true. Kasi parehos yan eh. Either psychophysical or yung psycho lang siya. Psychical. Ganun. Diba? So, yeah. That's a, a good possibility. So, sasabihin nila miracles yan, di ba? Sorry. But the thing is, it's a self-inflicting something. Yeah. For yourself, it's gonna be harmful. So, pwede masira yung katawan mo or pwede mo ikamatay. Hmm. Yun lang. Baka may tanong pa or reaction. Feel free. Hello? Okay, bro. Tuloy mo na.
Yes, bro. Continue na.
Yes, bro, please.
Okay. Question. Next page. Question. If the powers are directed they deliberately at specific human beings, what kind of human beings are they then? Answer. It is not specific human beings who are known to the personality developing such powers. That is not other personalities, family members, acquaintances, and friends, etc. But rather it is the originating person of the phenomena themselves who are harmed by their own powers. This is always provided that the psychos, psychokinetic phenomenon are created through which the human being trigger the powers harm himself or herself. Thereby, it concerns human beings who unconsciously exhibit severe psychical problems or even psychical conscious-based injuries, of which, as a rule, even those next to them, as well as friends and acquaintances, have no idea. Question. If a human being wants to lash out at someone from the other world, answer, that is not possible if that life is meant by the other world. But it is possible when seen as from the other world of the other world, namely from the new current life after the birth of the new personality, respectively. The currently living human being who consciously or unconsciously can use his or her consciousness and thus also his or her thoughts and feelings as well as psyche and his or her subconsciousness.
Okay, bro. May gusto lang akong linawin and
Sige.
emphasize. So, yung sinasabi dito, yung other world, ulit. Although, yung unang question is medyo self-explanatory na yun eh. Yung ang nakakanakit lang kasi yung sarili mo, hindi ibang personality, hindi yung pamilya mo ganun. But you yourself unconsciously. Pwede kang makasakit or pwede mo masaktan yung sarili mo. Self-inflicting ganun. Through unconscious exhibit severe physical problem or psychical consciousness-based injuries, sabi niya. Yung question dun sa next question is yung other world. So, hindi pala pwede. It's not possible. Yung parang kamamatay ko lang, for example, right? Siyempre, mapupunta ko sa beyond, which is the other world of death or the beyond. 'Di ba? Kung saan ano pa tayo ang tawag doon yung balintataw, ganun, or mamamahing, ano ko lang, mamamatay ka kasi hindi ka pa nag-reincarnate. Patay ka na siya physically, but of course, nandun yung spirit and overall consciousness block mo sa other world. So, hindi siya possible na magkaroon ng phenomena, 'di ba? Na nagparamdam si ganito kamamatay niya lang, 'di ba? So it's not. But of course we know the answer doon. Yung nag-trigger lang doon is yung mga tao mismo sa paligid paligid nila. Sila din mismo yung mga kapamilya nila, sila yung nag-trigger ng mga ibang yung mga buhay buhay hindi yung patay ang nag ano ng fluidal energies nag-activate. So, ang possibility lang ng pag-activate ng fluidal energies mo, sarili mo, is sa other world kapag nag-reincarnate ka na. So, yun yung sinasabi dito. Sa new personality mo. Either conscious, unconscious, or subconscious. Diba? So lalo na pag unconscious ka, labal ka ganun, siguro hindi fix yung pag-iisip mo, magulo, ganun. So, that's a possible na you can activate yung mga feudal energies mo. Lalo na kapag strong yung previous personality mo. 'Di ba? Inisip ko nga, for example, yung previous personality mo naging serial killer ka, ganun. O mahilig ka talagang pumatay, etc. Tapos next personality mo, wala naman. Hindi ka naman serial killer, pero nagkaroon ka ng psychological effect. 'Di ba? So possible din yun dahil yun yung iniisip mo nung previous life mo, 'di ba? So parang mahilig ka manghiwa, dugo and everything. So it's a possibility na pag unconscious ka, psychokinetic, possible mo na pwede kang mag-ano ng mga dugo, mag-manifestation sa sarili mo. Ganon. That's my thinking, di ba? Parang ganon. Kasi you created a lot of fluidal energies during your previous life mo eh. So, it's a possible kapag unstable yung psyche mo for yung next life mo. So, parang ganon, yung
Hmm.
manifestation. Yeah.
Bro,
Anyway,
saglit
Richie.
lang bro.
Sige. So,
Wala ako
yun lang.
ano, may doorbell lang.
Kuya
Sige.
Jun, sige. Sige, Kuya Jun, please.
Oo. Ah, yung pinag-uusapan natin dyan, yung magiging epekto sa susunod na personality. Yun yung pinag-uusapan natin, di ba? Epekto nung
Po.
nakaraan,
Yes po.
papunta dun sa bago. Parang may contradiction yan dun sa sinasabing ang personality comes out with a clean slate. Contradiction ba talaga siya o they have nothing to do with each other?
Sa akin nothing to do with each other kasi iba yung thinking and iba yung thinking patterns natin from previous sa ngayon. Kaya although there's always kasi meron tayong storage bank, meron tayong mga fluidal energies, back connection. So, masasabi natin na hindi tayo hindi tayo ano totally disconnected from our previous personality. Yun yung logical thinking ko na although yes, marami tayong personality, mayroon tayong clean slate tayo kasi clean slate ibig sabihin is a new personality, new thinking patterns, new environment. That's a thing, but always back connections, impulses, fluidal energies, storage bank na nakakabit sa ating new personality. So, yun yung thinking ko. Hello, Kuya Jun. Sige, Kuya Jun. Please react.
Kaya na ako, na-qualify mo na. Salamat.
Oh, thank you po. Thank you. That's a good question, ah. Tama. Tama yun. Kasi, ayun din yung sinasabi ko. It's a clean slate. Pero, yeah, that's true. It's a clean slate kasi new thinking. But definitely meron tayong subconsciousness eh. And unconsciousness. Yung consciousness natin, yes, it's clean. It's new. The material is new. Ganun. Yeah, say basahin ko dahil wala si Richie. So, next question.
Nandito na ako bro.
Okay
Thank you.
bro. Sige bro. Next
Question.
question. Kung wala ng question or comment ni Rebecca, Ate Zor.
Wala, kasi nung nagsabi ka kanina na kung criminal ka, kaya magre-react din sana ako na, ba't gano'n? Akala ko bang, pero natanong na ni Kuya Jun, same thing din na nasa isip ko kanina.
Yeah, it's an unconscious thing. It's like a burden, di ba? Pero, not really a burden, but it's, anyway, this, don't take it as a burden. Palitan ko yung praise ko. It's, it's, it's a way that our consciousness and spirit or creation energy learn. Kaya tara nagkakaroon ng back connections. Kung nabanggit natin doon sa previous pages, sabi niya, kapag wala na daw tayong mapapakinabangan sa previous personality, sa mga dapat matutunan doon sa feudal energies natin, wala na yun. Hindi na natin siya mapapakinabangan at hindi na natin siya babalikan. Yun yung sabi doon. Kasi tatapos mo na eh. Like for example, yung sinabi ko, okay, masamang tao ka nung araw. 'Di ba? So parang magkakaroon ka ng fluid edges, always an impulses yun na I need to correct this personality, yung previous personality mo. Right? Unconsciously, ganun. There's an impulses. Ganon. Kung dati kang mamamatay tao, ganon, or criminal, there's always an impulses to back to that back connection dun sa dati mong inimit na fluidal energies. Ganon. Although wala kang direktang ugnayan, pero meron kang impulses through subconscious or unconscious. Ganon. So those thing na back connection, it's help us to evolve for our further evolution. Ganon. Yun yung positive ano niya.
So,
Yun yung
diyan malinaw yung sinasabing wala talagang pagbabayad utang.
no, wala talaga. Wala siyang karmic debt or karmic burden debt na sinasabi nila. Kasi yung religion parang na-distort nila yung belief na yun eh, yung logic na yun eh. Although sa atin, hinihimay natin na meron talagang back connection pero hindi siya yung pagbabayad utang na babayad-bayad ka. It's like an impulses na either you gonna correct or not to correct. Ganun. Hmm. But of course, kung ang creation energy mo and overall consciousness mo wants to, not wants, but it's a possible na, kaya, kasi kailangan natin umusad eh. Evolution is eminent eh. Hindi siya talaga, yung evolution talaga, andyan yan eh, patuloy yung mag-evolve. So, anything na pwedeng mapakinabangan ng creation energy, yung consciousness mo and everything, babalikan at babalikan natin yung pahina yun eh. Even sa Might of the Thoughts, sabi niya doon na, even we made mistakes, sabi niya meron pa tayong 1,000 mistakes in different variances na pwedeng maranasan, 'di ba? So until it become really a wisdom na talagang natutunan mo na. So yun yung importante, yung evolution natin. It's all evolution, to be honest. It's a consciousness evolution. Mm. Okay, bro. Next page. Next question, sorry.
Okay. Stored mental fluidal powers can probably still be manifested by several later personalities. Answer. With regard to formerly stored mental fluidal powers, it is possible that these can still be usable and effective for several new personalities over hundreds of years, with which, however, also other human beings can come into contact in the wise that they perceive this in one or another form and wise. For the manifestation of the formerly stored mental powers, however, only a personality who belongs to the personality line of the corresponding mental swinging waves is in any case capable of this. The contact with the stored mental fluidal powers can e.g. come about when corresponding connection via the unconscious and via subconsciousness to the storage bank and the information impulses stored therein exist, as well as when psychical factors appear. Triggers for contacts with formerly stored fluidal powers. However, can also be various other things, etc. As e.g. sound, a human being or an animal, a flower or plants, a pain, a memory, an object, a thought, feeling, or a building, a vehicle, a balloon, and so on and so forth. The stored mental powers themselves are thereby placed bound simply in a certain place or objects where they are bound, respectively stored and remain preserved. Through these fluidal powers under circumstances, also uninvolved human beings can be affected in the form of seeing, hearing, or co-living of the mental fluidal powers manifestation, as e.g. in the wise that they can see scurrying shadows or whitish figures, hear noises, or under circumstances, in the rarest case, even voices. Continue ba? So, question. These powers can be quite strong? No. Answer. Mental fluidal powers are under circumstances to men tremendously strong, in which case, however, not the stored powers are meant, but rather those which are created directly by the current living human being. These powers can thereby be both psychokinetic or psychophysical form, as well as in the form and wise that the things are called forth, like telekinesis, clairvoyance, hypnosis, suggestion, teleportation, and levitation, etc. However, this can really only be in the framework that everything happens directly through the mental, fluidal powers of a human being. What is possible with regard to the stored mental, fluidal powers are only telepsychokinetic factors and the like, in the sense that through the swinging waves, quiet or loud noises, specters, figures, or under circumstances, also sounds can appear. Actual psychokinetic phenomenon in the wise that doors and windows are slammed open and closed, as well as objects are pushed or thrown around, normally belong in the realm of the current life of the originating person. Manifestation of all kinds which appear in back-connecting manner to formerly stored mental fluidal powers are not active materially, but rather only in such a manner that simply noises or shadowy figures or under circumstances sounds arise. In any case, the whole thing is based on the psychical consciousness-based factors of a human being standing in the current life who, from his or her consciousness and psyche state, cumulates his or her mental powers as well as unconsciously uses his or her unconsciousness and his or her subconsciousness to call forth via the formerly stored mental fluid powers
Ay, baka may tanong, bro.
so
Um,
far wala pa, wala naman.
okay. Siguro emphasize natin yung important no ano, yung ito kasi yung mga psychokinetic everything. Meron talagang yung brain power natin is so powerful. 'Di ba? It's quite strong. Although yung fluidal energies itself is strong, pero hindi naman mag-activate yan without our mentality or yung mental natin, mental powers natin in a current situation. Either psychokinetic yan or kinetic form. Ganun. So, it's very important na talagang kailangan yung pag-consciousness natin, mentalidad is payapa, balance, payak, ganun. Kasi kapag tayo, yung consciousness natin, hindi natin control, di ba? Kaya very important na kailangan natin siyang, pag not control, but something, ah mapayak natin yung ating kaisipan o kamalayan para hindi tayo mag-trigger ng mga ganitong mga iba't ibang klaseng phenomena. Ganun. Kasi it can harm you at the first place. It can also harm other people. Diba? Like, mayroong mga shadows, specters, noises, ganun. Kaya, kaya nga yung fluidal energies din na thinking also, at the same time, yung pagkakaroon ng parang positive vibration or i-displace natin yung negative energy or those kind of fluidal energies ng new positive. So, we need also to have a strong mind, 'di ba? Na hindi siya labile or hindi siya basta-basta. You know what I mean? Yung kailangan siyang objective, right? Objective yung ating pag-iisip, ganun. Kaya it's very important kasi yung yung pagiging masyadong imaginations, ganun, or yung parang yung belief, faith, etc., etc., ganun. So, those things kasi, it also the fluidal energies. Like, for example, ang lagi mo na lang nasa isip, ah, pagiging, yun, nanonood ka ng mga good with control of our mind. Kasi it's so powerful. Yun lang yung comment ko doon. Kasi di binabagi ko paano i-preserve. Pero I think yun yung, yun yung isang mga bagay. Kasi wala tayong magagawa eh. Pero we need to do something for our own thinking. O thinking thoughts or patterns. Ganun. Anyway, baka may gusto ko i-suggest or question. Wala na. Next question.
Okay. Question. The human being must be able to defend himself or herself against that somehow, and he or she also presumably can? No? Answer. The human being can be very well defend himself or herself against that if a defense is to be spoken of. This defense occurs in a very simple wise that the whole thing is observed and considered logically and rationally in the knowledge that there is no danger at all proceeding from the stored mental force and from the manifestation created from these, that everything is based on purely natural things and not on something supernatural or extrasensory. Supernatural and extrasensory things do not exist, but rather only natural, because everything which the human being creates through his or her consciousness or unconscious sense in terms of phenomena and machination is absolutely normal and lies within the framework of human conscious and unconsciousness senses and powers.
Yeah. Yun yung gusto ko sabihin na bagay pala sa next question. Sorry. Yeah. It's considered yung thinking natin. It should be things observed and considered logically, rationally, in knowledge, di ba? To defend ourselves. So, ganun. Just in case we experience that. Ganun. Kaya nga, sa pag-aaral natin ng creation energy, it's very important na maging objective tayo. Objective in everything, logical, knowledgeable, ganun. Kasi, if we don't understand things, like mga phenomena, supernatural, kuno, extrasensory, or whatever, we religionize, tama ba yung word ko? Parang we take it as something really religious, 'di ba? Tapos kababalaghan 'yan, ganun, etc. But there's nothing such things supernatural kasi everything can explain. So kunwari, narinig na natin tong mga pag-aaral sa fluidal energy. So mababago na yung pag-iisip mo. Kailangan ko maging logical. May nakikita ko maraming mga buto, magiging logical ako. Fluidal energy, ganun. And I need to consider myself na everything has an explanation, 'di ba? Meron siyang paliwanag. Kasi kailangan natin yun yung logic, rationality, knowledge, ganun, and pagiging objective natin. So that, hindi tayo maapektuhan. Yun yung magiging defense sa mga ganitong mga phenomena. Kasi pag inuna natin yung takot, ganun, di ba? Natakot, natakot ako. Instead na ma-defend natin, mas lalong matitrigger yung mga feudal energies, ganun. And then, can be, ma-consume ka. Diba na pwede mo masaktan ang sarili mo, makadakit ka din ng ibang tao. Ganun. Yun lang. Any comment? Hello?
Siguro yung sinasabi nila totoo, yung sinasabi nila matakot ka sa buhay, wag sa patay. Yung patay na yan, it's a broad sense. Siguro yun yung mga nakikita nilang mga manifestation na pag talagang malabay ka, you attract it, you activate it pag takot ka, ganun. So
Mm.
there's a tendency na yung fear mo is ano nga siya eh.
It's a
From the word
trigger
itself,
point.
trigger
Yeah.
point from the word psycho, it's uncontrolled. So if uncontrolled, so parang nag-release ka ng uncontrolled energy or frequency. So it manifests itself, and then the more Kung makikita ko dyan, di, di ako matakot, kukontrolin ko yung takot ko. So eventually, if yung mga manifestation na yan, it becomes a ordinary part of your life, mawawala din yun. It will
Tama.
cease to manifest. So yun,
Kaya
yun lang.
tama yun, bro. Tama. That's why it's very important na magkaroon ng magandang ng pattern ng thinking, mentality. Yeah, thought patterns. Yeah. Yun.
Yung movie na si Freddy Krueger in the late 80s, if you are
Ay, yung Freddy,
born, yeah,
yung
he's
scary.
feeding on the fear. Yeah. Pag may fear ka, nagmamanifest siya sa dream.
Yeah.
And then pag malakas na masyado siya dahil sa sobrang katakutan mo, kukunin niya na yung buhay mo.
Yeah.
Pero if you learn how to, so that's the essence of it, or movie na
Yeah.
yun. So it has relationship with the one that we read here.
Well,
Tama.
tanong lang.
Sige, Ate Zor, please.
Kasi yung pinag-uusapan natin, puro tungkol sa mga negative forces, yung mga ghost thingy na pinapaanuhan natin na walang sense, di ba? Parang ganon. At kumbaga nagmamanifest lang sa isip natin. Kasi parang nasa-sense ko kasi na nawawala yung positivity naman na nagiging force ng positivity. Kung yung negative, binabaliwala natin na walang nagmamanifest na ganito, ganyan, ganire, at tayo lang ang may likha niyan. So, para bang nawawala tuloy yung sense na, wala din palang power ang mga good thingy naman. Parang ganon.
There is. So, yung fluidal energies, fluidal powers, of course, there's always a positive and negative. Ganun. Sa mga taong di nag-activate ng mga negative, means they already evolved. Kasi ito yung mga negative phenomena, etc. It's because they created a lot of negativity from previous lives, and then they manifest that into the next life, di ba? Kasi to their unconscious or psychokinetic, etc. But yung sasabi nga, yung back connection is very important to us for our action. So, ano yung matututunan natin? Even it's negative, kahit itong mga negative na ito, di ba? Itong negative experience na ito, kapag natutunan nung affected na tao for yung ano niya, tapos, I need to baguhin ko yung pag-iisip ko, etc. Tapos naging logical, rational na siya. Mawawala naman lahat ng manifestation na yun eh. Kasi psychokinetic hindi niya na yun matitrigger. Kasi nga, yung pattern ng kanyang thinking is nabago na. Naging rational na siya, naging logical na siya, nagkaroon na siya ng maraming knowledge, naging payak na yung kanyang pag-iisip, gano'n. So, that itself, mayroong evolution na naganap sa pag-iisip ng tao na yon. So, yung current life, di ba? Ang importante kasi yan sa yung back connection na yan, yung fluidal energies is, yun nga, it's for our evolution, para maunawaan natin. Kasi hindi lang naman negative lahat eh. Para mabalikan natin yung dapat babalikan. Like, for example, ganito, itong mga pag-aaral natin. We invested our time sa mga libro, pagbabasa, pag-iisip. So, meron na tayong mga fluidal energies. May recordings na tayo ng paano tayo mag-isip. Ganon. Paano nabago yung ating pananaw sa buhay. Ganon. Mapapakinabangan yun natin yan in the next life, in the next personality. Yung mga fluidal energies na ininvest natin ngayon, which is a positive, etc., and positive and beneficial, mapapakinabangan natin yan into the next life. So, eventually, siguro, sa next life mo, wala ka ng amor o wala ka ng interest sa religious nonsense, ganon, or more on logical ka na mag-isip, ganon. Kasi you invested a lot of things this life, ganon. So, those essences, there's knowledge, wisdom, ganon, is mas malaki yung kanyang influence, sabi na natin, influence to our next personality. Ganun. So, kasi yung binabanggit dito, all negatives, kasi nangyayari eh. Those are phenomena na nag-exist. Hindi natin yan, hindi natin siya ma-deny na nagaganap siya sa pangkasalukuyan. But eventually, those things Kasi pag naging logical na mag-isip ang mga tao, wala na itong mga ganitong phenomena. Maybe our manifestation na lang is consciously. Tayo, madali tayo mag kinetic powers, etc. Because we train our brain to do that. Kasi mostly ito, psychokinetic means unconscious, hindi mo ginusto. Hmm. Hindi mo ginugusto na mangyari. Yan lang.
Ang
Pero
gusto ko dang dagdagan.
ang
Kasi Kuya
sinasabi
Jun,
mo,
Sige, Kuya Jun.
sige.
una na ako, DJ. Effectively, ang sinasabi mo, kung para doon sa mga meron pang mga karanasan, ah, ay kinakailangan ma-process na niya sa kanyang pag-iisip kung ano yung makatwiran.
Mhm.
Hanggat
Right?
hindi niya nagagawa yung pangatwiranan niya, makakaranas pa siya. Kung ang hahanapin naman ni ano ba ang magsasabi na naka-graduate ka na doon sa mga ganong danas at natapos mo yung pagbibigay katwiran, pag-alis sa dating mga impluensya, lalabas nun, hindi ka na makakaranas. Kung makaranas ka man, maaaring hindi na ganun kadulas at hindi na ganun ka-intense. Ngayon, kung hindi mo yun mapoprocess, simple lang, magpapatuloy kung ano yung mga karanasan mo. Nasa totoo lang, wala naman silbi. Wala naman silbi na makakita ka ng foresight na ganun, ganito. Unless talagang makakasave ka ng buhay. Example, yung pumasok sa isip mo, disgrasya, kung masasabihan mo yung mga nasa paligid mo na, uy, mag-ingat kayo ha, extra ingat ha. Bakit? Basta extra ingat. Kung nagawa mo na yon at mangyari pa, wala ka nang masisisi pa. Kung nagawa mo naman yun at hindi nangyari, di lalong salamat. Pero kung ikatatakot mo lang dahil sa ang alam mo accurate ako sa tuwing makikita ko, tuwing ako makakaranas nangyayari nang hindi mo bibigyan katwiran na bakit ganun ang nangyayari, magpapatuloy. Sa kung ang hinahanap natin ay something positive, tama yung sinasabi ni Renz, everything is towards evolution, puro pababuti, pakonti-konti man, pasanda-sandali, pasundot-sundot man. Pero in the long run, ma-overcome. So, kung hindi mo yon susubukan man lang, hindi mangyayari. Mananatili ka doon sa level na hindi ka uunlad. Walang pagsulong. Ganun lang. Thank you.
Thank you, Kuya Jun. Richie, go.
Saan na ba yung train of thoughts ko? Sige, ano yung maalala ko? Yung dudugtong ko lang yun sa ano ni Itazor, yung walang nakikitang positive. So pwede natin i-dissect. Yung sinasabi dito sa book is yung mga negative. Tapos kung about naman dun sa over positive na manifestation, pwede natin gawing example na mga positive things, yung mga apparitions ng mga religious persona na related na siya sa occult swinging waves, yung may nakita silang Santo Niño, may nakita silang mga angel, mga mass hysteria, na over positive na masaya sila, naramdaman nila yung apparition, ganun, ganyan, ganun. May feeling sila na parang, oh, may fulfillment na naramdaman ko ang Holy Spirit na, ganyan, ganyan. Nakita kong manifestation, nagkaroon ng miracle, yung mga tubig, naging ganito, ganyan. Pag inom ko, gumagaling ako. Tapos, minsan nakakagamit sila ng powers, nakaka-activate sila ng powers nila to that kind of intent na if you are an observer from the outside religion, parang sabihin mo, oops, oo nga, miracle, parang yung pastor nila may power of something ganyan, 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 ganyan. But then again, it's an over positive. So ang sinasabi dito na yung evolution na evolve tayo, we are sticking to the reality. We are sticking to the logic and reason na pag evolve ka na, you will not see this manifestation. Parang it's more on in your subconsciousness yung sayo sa sarili mo na hindi mo kailangan ng mga manifestation na makita na you are in the positive. Kasi pag equalize siya, pag ano siya, balance siya or yung positively equalize siya, walang ano yan, wala siyang mga manifestation or something, yung mga uncontrolled manifestation. Kung meron man talaga siyang manifestation, is papasok na tayo dun sa word na tele. It means you are controlling it like yung yung telekinetic, yung levitation, ganun. You can control by the use of your higher or highly developed consciousness. So far, sinasabi naman ni Bailey sa contact reports niya, yung current population ng Earth natin ngayon is wala pa tayo doon na we can master the tele powers of the mind. Mayroon siguro mga ilan-ilan na sabi sa contact reports, nasa half lang daw ng kamay o daliri yung mabibilang, ilang tao lang. So, yun lang yung masasabi ko about doon sa bakit wala tayong makitang positive, ang
Kasi
opinion ko is,
pumapasok sa isip ko, Rich, yung mga
yes.
power na nakakapaggamot sila. Yung mga
Yeah.
na
Yep.
parang hindi kasi nag-exist naman. Para kasi pinabubulaanan natin yung mga ano na yun dahil sa nakapokus tayo sa negativity. So, paano yung
Mm-hmm.
mga may power na tao na nakakapag-heal? Paano yung mga ganoon?
Mm-hmm.
Hindi ba totoo yun? Wala bang ano yun?
I
Ala ba
think
talaga?
Nasabi din sa contact report. Yes, Brett. Yes, bro. Sige, bro.
madadaanan natin yung healing na yan mamaya sa mga next sa topic. So, yeah, balikan ko lang yung sige, relate na lang natin to sa spiritismo or spiritualismo kasi kasi itong mga phenomena, even this book's been written matagal na 1995 I think. Some experience here is 1980 something 70s. Yung mga yung mga yung mga phenomena in spiritism during early 1900s or late 1800s. Kasi we cannot explain things. We cannot explain yung mga phenomena, bakit may mga apparition, may mga yung nakikita natin sa Amerika yung Fox Sisters, 'di ba? Allan Kardec sa Europe kanon. Even yung the Doris Bitter case na yung nasa footnote, yung sa Amerika nire-rape daw siya ng mga entity kanon. So those kind of phenomena hindi ma-explain yan ng science eh. It's a paranormal, di ba? Paranormal siya, parang, okay, madali siya, ghost, multo, etc. Sa spiritismo, ganun din. Ganun din yung approach nila. It can be multo yan, spirit yan, etc. etc. So, tayo naman, because the more na we change that perception or that ideas, di ba? Pag pinapalitan natin yan through logical thinking, rational thinking, mapapakinabangan natin. Kasi and those phenomena, it won't appear anymore. Even sa next personality or sa next. Kaya tignan natin, the more na nagiging modern ang mundo, ba through technology, etc. Yung mga ganitong phenomena, bihira na lang eh. Siguro sa mga liblib na lugar, yes, possible kasi they don't understand it. Pero yung consciousness ng karamihan, lalo na pag nasa modern or sa city, etc. And they don't really value this kind of manifestation, ganun. They ignore it anymore kasi wala na yung sila sa thinking na yun eh. Hindi na sila naniwala sa multo, ganun. Nawawala yung mga ganitong phenomena. Ganun. Doon yung papasok nga sinasabi ni Kuya Jun kanina na evolution. 'Di ba kasi nag-change na tayo ng thinking na we don't care anymore sa mga ganitong mga phenomena. Kasi dati yan nung panahon ni Kardec and etc. Nag-imbestiga pa siya, 'di ba? Ang dami niyang ginawa kasi it's a big deal. It's a big deal. May nakikipag-ugnayan sa amin. Mayroong mga phenomena, gumagalaw, nagle-levitate, etc. etc. But of course, we didn't understand how the consciousness work, how yung mga kinetics, ganun psychokinetic, etc. Hindi natin naunawaan yung fluidal energies, yung mga mental powers, ganun. Pero ngayon, nauunawaan natin yon. So, eventually, to be honest, kapag nag-evolve na tayo just like those playaran. They can create telekinetic. Even Billy can do telekinetic o iba-iba pang mga fluidal energy powers o psychological powers. Like pwede kang magpalit ng tubig into a wine, ganon, or yung coin, pwede mong i-bend, pwede mo mapapagaling yung gamit na yon, tawagin mo yung beam shift mo through your telepathic impulses, ganon. So those kinds of thinking, kasi binago na natin eh, we are conscious na eh. Eventually, we will be there like a Jedi, di ba? Jedi Knights sa Star Wars. Ganun. So, yun yung evolution na pwede nating ano, mapuntahan. Hindi yung ganitong mga kind of experience na multo-multo, etc. Anyway, sino nagtaas ng kamay? Hello? Yun lang yung comment ko doon, Ate Sir.
Okay, I get you.
Kung may dadagdag pa, wala na. Next question.
Okay, next. The opinion has always prevailed that these powers cannot be escaped from when they attack so aggressively and that they pursue the attack person throughout the entire planet. Then that is not true at all? Answer. The rule is that the stored mental fluidal powers are place bound. They are also not dangerous and not aggressive. Because they are in no wise coarse material respectively, not coarse substantial. They are individual cases in which such mental powers through their own psyche block, subconsciousness block, so to speak, follow the human being whom they afflict. However, this is based on the fact that the respective human being, through the powers of his or her thoughts and feelings, his or her psyche, his or her consciousness, his or her unconsciousness, and his or her subconsciousness form his or her mental fluidable powers, respectively his or her mental block in such a manner that he or she is chained by it in a bondage to the whole. The whole thing is a combination of psychokinetic and psychophysical as well as psychosomatic factors through which the human being afflicts, torments, and maltreats him or herself. In Texas, there was a case in which a woman was invisibly, physically, and psychically violated for years, at times practically every day and every night, even under the eyes of the scientists, her friend, and her child. She was beaten green and blue and had welts and wounds from that. She then moved from there about 300 kilometers away to a place where she still lives today. As a result, everything then diminished. But the fact that the incident diminished was solely and exclusively based on the fact that the woman believed she was safer in the new place and consequently also her psychic state calmed down somewhat, through which the phenomena become less frequent. Such occurrences are not so very common, but they do nevertheless occur sometimes. The case was shown on television during the whole occurrences. However, not any stored mental fluidable powers of another human being thereby played a role, but rather the demolished consciousness and psyche state of the woman, as well as her own thoughts, feelings, and her consciousness and subconsciousness powers themselves, through which she triggered everything herself, that namely such occurrences appear to foreign mental fluidal powers, is so absurd that the whole thing should actually not be considered at all. Question, is this woman not crazy? Answer, eventually she was able to really get herself together again once and for all. But she was fully distraught. Through a good psychological and psychiatric care, she finally found herself again after several years. Today, it is no longer happens that she is attacked, and it is clear that everything was called forth from her demolished consciousness and psyche state via her mental fluidal powers, respectively, through her mental block. In a laboratory in which she stayed for testing purposes, attempts were made to capture the powers in order to be able to bind and destroy them, but this failed thoroughly. The powers of the mental block could indeed be captured by a nitrogen block and made visible as a ghostly apparition. But the immense mental powers and the powers feared by the demolished psyche of the woman made the nitrogen block explode, so to speak, atomize it effectively. That was, in fact, recorded on a film. Question. At first case, she was a nutcase. Later, not anymore? Question. Have they found out the reason? That must be indeed have something been personal? Answer. Answer in this regard, 364. Page
Wala akong
364.
364 pala, na-miss ko.
That's
Sige,
okay.
sign ko na. Answer, in this regard, caution must be recommended because there are several possibilities in this respect. One of them is that the subconsciousness block of the respective woman react in this manner out of retrieved impulses from the storage bank or from any dreams. Another possibility is that it happened through the influence of a malicious human being who quite consciously triggered the whole thing out of hatred and pathological craving for revenge through psychical mobbing, etc. It is, however, also possible that the woman felt very badly out of control of the good human nature in the consciousness and psyche out of purely personal inability with regard to the life or with respect to an experience, etc., which she could not cope with. These possibilities, along with others, must therefore be taken into consideration. The effective truth of the occurrences lies therefore in the fact that the woman has in any case triggered and called forth the whole thing to her demolished consciousness and to her demolished psyche, and thus to her own mental block and to her thoughts and feelings, as well as to her consciousness, its unconsciousness, the psyche, and the subconsciousness, and so therefore through her mental fluidal powers. So, continue. Sige, question. Therefore, that somehow had stored mental fluidal powers with her? Answer. With the woman, it did not function in the manner that foreign mental fluidal powers would have been stored with her. But rather, she has created the mental powers herself, and indeed, proceeding from her stricken consciousness state and from her severely disturbed psyche. And the whole thing thereby happened without her being conscious of the fact that she herself was the originator of the phenomenon, as that is also the case with all other human beings who call forth the same or similar occurrences, respectively manifestation. Such things can be triggered through a very terrible consciousness and psyche state, and therefore through the powers of the mental block of a completely normal human being, as well as e.g. through a schizophrenic state, when he or she falls into another personality. The schizophrenia then begins to agitate with his or her consciousness and with his or her psyche again, himself, herself in this form and wise. Also in sleep, the human being dreams that is possible. During the sleep, all consciousness and psychic powers and all other powers which exist can be created from the consciousness realm and the entire mental block, including emotions.
are so highly steered that they exceed the normal day consciousness by very far. This therefore means that during the sleep, very much later powers are present which can be made mobile than it is possible in the waking state.
All right. Let's discuss this kasi medyo mahaba-haba na.
Yes.
So, ito I think this is the case of Doris Bader case. Yung sa Texas. So, kung titingnan natin, marami siyang mga phenomena na nagawa, di ba? Nangyari dito. It was recorded, it was na-video siya, ganun, may mga multo, etc. Ganun, napapanood yung mga bagay-bagay. Tapos may sumabog pa nga na isang nitrogen ba yun? Na-vanish niya, di ba? So, those kinds of phenomena, very popular to sa mga spiritualista, o ano man. And of course, blockbuster to sa mga spiritualista. So, they are kind of, for me, they're kind of, sabi nila, oh, miracle, oh, magaling to na medium, etc. But of course, we know that's all psychokinetic, it's all fluidal energies, mental fluidal powers, etc. So, my point is, sa mga nag-aaral ng spiritualista, ganun, is this really important? Mahalaga ba ito sa atin o sa kanila? Mahalaga ba ito sa ating evolusyon? Ganun. Kasi kung ako titingnan, yes, it's happening in reality, pero sa akin, hindi ito ganun kahalaga. But kahalaga kasi it's only a psychophenomena, di ba? It means uncontrolled. Ganun. Pero maganda kung na-investigate natin at yung malaman natin yung pulot dulo o ano yung cause ng mga ganitong mga phenomena. So, pupuntahan ko yung sa mga espiritista naman dahil yun yung background natin. Lalo sa mga medium. So, marami din sa atin sa mga medium na they had that kind of mental powers, di ba? Ah, maybe sa kanilang pag-iisip, nakakabuo sila ng mga fluidal phenomena, ganun, o mental fluidal phenomena, di ba? And napansin ko lang sa mga dedicated o religious na mga medium, ganun. Ito lang as observation, yung mga masyadong na-indulge sa mga ganito, maaga silang namayapa. I don't know the reason, but maybe to existence of using fluidal energies kasi yung pag-involve ng ganito, it costs a lot of energy, especially yung fluidal energy mo. Nasisira ang katawan mo, nasisira din yung mentality mo, psyche mo, nagkakaroon ng ibang schizophrenia, ganun, etc. So, my point is, this kind of spiritualistic involvement or mga phenomena na ganito, they are harmful to you. For me, as my point, 'di ba? Kasi it involves a lot of mental powers na pwede mo naman siya sanang gamitin into mas kapapakinabangan at positibo. 'Di ba? But of course you indulge into kind of phenomena na ganito o manifestations ganun. So, ewan ko lang. But I think if you're studying spiritism lalo sa mediumship, those kinds of things ay kailangang mapag-aralang mabuti para maprotektahan din yung sarili lalo na yung mga medium o mga kabataan na nag-aaral ng mediumship, 'di ba? Kasi it's very important yun kasi it release a lot of mental powers, mental energies, of fluidal energies ganun. Ano kayong comment nyo, Nanay Rebecca, regarding this? O Kuya Jun, kasi may experience kayo sa medium. Hello? Kuya Jun?
Naka-mute po Kuya Jun yung mic
Ay,
niya. Thank you.
si Sister Rebecca
Nay
nag-mute
Rebecca.
na.
Yeah.
Sa akin naman po kasi, kapag ka po, ang alam ko lang po kasi na nagkakaroon ng effect sa katawan na nanghihina, then nagkakaroon ng disturbance sa kanyang pag-iisip. Kapag ka po ang kanyang ginagawa ay yung halimbawa, katulad ng sa medium, yung kapag ka ang hinahapit ay yung mga espiritu pamilyar o ibig sabihin, yung mga namatay na. Yun po talaga, malaki ang nagiging effect sa katawan pati sa mental ng isang medium na hindi sana dapat na ginagawa. Pero parang isang culture na yun po ay nangyayari. And then, mainam nga po ngayon sa kasalukuyan, yun ay hindi nakakatulad noon na very rampant talaga, na doon naka-stick yung sa mga namatay, yung tinatawag ng mga kaluluwa. Na kapag ka ito ay nangyari, nakikita mo yung epekto kaagad eh. Pagkatapos na gumanap na ganoon, nakikitang-kita mo yung epekto na halos hindi na makatayo, yung medium, nakalupaypay, hindi na makaalis doon sa palatindigan, inaakay, so tinutulungan, pinapasisan. So yun po yung talagang epekto. Pero sa aking karanasan, yung mga katulad noon na ang ibinibigay ay yung mga pag-aaral, merong mababaw na kaalaman o karunungang ipinagkakaloob ukol doon sa buhay, kung papaano kung papaano mabibigyan ng pag-asa sa karanasan ko. Hindi po nangyayari na yun na pag nakatapos ako, halimbawa, gumanap ako na hindi na meron akong nararamdaman sa katawan ko. Pero pagkatapos po noon, yung naramdaman ko na hindi maganda sa katawan ko, napapalitan siya ng energy, nagiging malakas ako. Pero once na noon yung na-experience ko rin na magkaroon o yung gumanap ng ukol doon sa mga kaluluwa dahil ibinigay yung halimbawa, meron ng 40 days, meron ng 1 year, merong humihiling, tinatanggap yun. Na-experience ko po yun na ako ay tumupad na ayoko. Hesitant ako pero wala akong magawa kasi ako lang ang medium noon sa sentro. Nag-iisa ako. So, itinanggap yun ng president na merong lumapit 40 days. Then, ayokong gumanap. Tumututol ako, pero wala akong magagawa kasi ni-schedule na siya. So, nung ako ay nandoon na, ang ginawa ko, talagang nag-ipon ako ng lakas sa sarili ko, yung concentration ko, siguro yung kung ang ginagawa ko ay halimbawa 20%, ginawa kong 40% para magkaroon ako ng lakas sa sarili ko without knowing na kung ano yung gagawin ko, ano yung mangyayari. So, nung ako ay gumaganap na doon, nung ako ay nahandoon na, hindi ko na, hindi ko na alam. Pero nung ako ay bago pala meron akong kakaiba na nararamdaman sa katawan ko. Meron siya ng parang malamig na hangin na pumupunta sa akin. Yung parang, ang tawag dito, parang binabalot ako nung malamig na hangin na yun. Na nung maramdaman ko yung una, parang natakot ako, pero nandun po kasi ako sa pagganap hindi dapat yun mangyari. So, ang ginawa ko, nag-concentrate ako. Inignore ko yung naramdaman ko kasi alam ko hindi makakatulong sa akin yun Panghihinain ako noon. Yung epekto noon, hindi magiging maganda sa akin. So, ang ginawa ko, yung pag-iisip ko, inalis ko doon. Ginawa ko siyang blanco. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, wala akong nararamdaman. Wala akong nakikita. Walang mangyayari sa akin. Ginawa kong blanco yung isip ko. Nung gawin kong blanco yung isip ko, nawala na yon yung naramdaman ko. And then, not knowing na ako pala nagsasalita na. So, yun yung karanasan na hindi ko siya pwedeng sabihin bakit nagkaganon. Pero nung matapos siya, ang sabi nung mga nahandoon, yung family niya, sabi niya, alam mo, naniwala kami na yun ay kapatid namin. Kasi yung salita mo, yung binibitiwan mong salita, yung kilos mo, yung kampay ng kamay mo, kasi kumakampay yung kamay ko. Yun ang kapatid ko. So, yun po yung nangyari sa akin noon, na hindi ko alam, hindi ko rin alam kung ano yung sinabi ko. Hindi sasabihin ng iba, hindi totoo yun, pero that is my experience. Experience ko po talaga yun, na hindi ko na talaga mabalikan. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung nangyari. And then, pagkatapos noon, ang pagganap ko, doon ko naramdaman na talagang magkaiba. Dahil naramdaman ko yung parang, ano pa tawag dito? Parang, para akong gulay na pinagampasan. Ganoon, yun yung naramdaman ko. Parang gulay yung pakiramdam ng katawan ko. Parang pagod na pagod na pagod ako. So, yun yung naging effect sa akin. Kaya, noon, sabi ko, sana nakipag-usap ako, sana po wag na natin niyang gawin. Sabi ko gano'n, wag na po sana tayong tumanggap ng ganyan kasi ako po gumaganap, ako nakakaramdam, nasa akin ang epekto. Sabi ko po sa kanilang gano'n. So, from there on, hindi na nga po sila, pagka sila ay meron gano'n, sinasabi muna sa akin. Then, kung ako papayag o hindi papayag, binibigyan nila ako ng freedom para sumunod. Halimbawa, sabihin ko, hindi ko po kaya. Kung pwede po, wag na po. Pumapayag naman sila. So, yun po yung karanasan na hindi ko kayang ipaliwanag bakit nagkaganon dahil talagang hindi ko po siya alam. Pero yun po yung pagkakaiba. Yun yung epekto, yung physical na nagiging effect kapag ka ang ginamit mo, kapag ka doon ka gumanap sa kaluluwa, at pag doon ka gumanap doon sa isang bahagi ng mga espiritu na ang ibinibigay ay karunungan, tinatalakay ay ukol doon sa kahayagan ng buhay, sa katotohanan ng buhay, wala akong ganong effect. So, yun lamang po. Maraming salamat.
Salamat na Rebecca. Ay, baby. That's good. Sana lahat ng medium katulad nyo kasi my point is also kasi importante ding pahalagaan yung physical, mental, and psychological health ng isang talaytayan. Lalo na kapag ikaw ay talagang prominent, avid student of Spiritism o nag-promote ka talaga ng Spiritismo. Lalo na, but of course, it's hard to control kasi mahirap turuan yung mga matatanda nga sabi nila. Lalo na mga namumuhunan, namumuno sa asosasyon o sa grupo. Ganun. Kasi this is my take na it's so detrimental sa mga medium talaga yung mga ganitong mga phenomena na ginagamit at nagpapagamit sila to have that kind of act o akto, 'di ba, ng mga medium. So, okay sana kapag inspirational yung mediumship lang, ganun, yung parang nagbibigay ka ng message, inspirational, that's okay. And you're channeling or you are getting consciousness from your storage bank, ganun, getting some message, ganun. That's good. That's okay. And I think it's alright. Kasi nagkakaroon ka ng payapa o enerhiya maganda, inspirational, at the same time positive yung energy, ganun. Pero those kinds of phenomena like yung mga, yun nga, yung sinasabi yung mga pakipag-usap sa mga familiar na sinasabi nating spiritu o pakipag-indulge sa mga iba't ibang mga akto, di ba, na mostly religious din. Ganun, those are very harmful para sa akin sa health ng isang tao o sa medium. Ganun. So, yun lang. Yun lang yung concern ko kasi I know sa mga medium mahirap kasi yung case na yun. Although it's not your responsibility, but the thing is, yun nga, nagagamit kayo unconsciously ng ibang tao to to fulfill their desire, 'di ba? Hmm. Yun lang yung concern ko. I hope okay tayo doon. Kaya Jun, baka may reaction ka na
Wala akong masyadong karanasan doon sa mga matagal nang namatay. Pero doon sa bagong namatay, meron akong isang hindi makalimut-limutan. Napaka-revealing ng naging karanasan ko. I-relate ko sa maiksing paraan na tumutupad ako ng, kumbaga, siguro in terms of percentage. Sabihin na natin 50-50, 50-50 trans, 50-50 buhay. Sa madalit sabi, nakakabuo ako ng mga senaryo sa isip at the same time nakapagbibigay ako ng message. At ang very revealing dito is noong mamaalam, uh, na maalam siya ng buong first name. Dahil ako half asleep, half trance, half conscious. Ako mismo sa sarili ko nagtatanong, tama kaya ito? Paano to kung mali? Parang ganun ang dating. Isa pang binanggit niyang matindi para sa akin is inaabot daw siya ng inggit noong panahon na hindi pa siya namamatay dahil mahilig pala siyang kumanta. Ang sakit niya has something to do with the lungs. So, hindi niya na nagagawa. Kaya pag naririnig daw niya yung pagkanta sa loob ng sentro, inggit daw siya at gusto niyang makiisa, hindi niya magawa. Yung confirmation ng pangalawang binanggit ko, walang liwanag. Pero yung sa pangalan, kumpirmado, tama yung wiligay. Ang tanong saan galing yun? Siguro kung uusisain natin, dahil kamamatay pa lang, yung back connection mismo, mas matindi pa at lumabas na sensitive ako enough para makuha yung forces, influidal forces na yon in the meantime. To the extent na accurate yung pangalan na ibinigay. Kung ano man siya, ano nang nangyari after that, wala na akong balita. Hindi ko na, kung anong pakinabang nun sa nakarinig, hindi ko na rin alam.
that's good, thank you. Ayun lang. Kasi nabanggit dito kasi yung pag sleep ka, well, mas malakas daw yung yung paranormal thing. Like, for example, si Edgar Cayce, although binanggit naman sa contact report, di ba, full trance yun, sleep. So it has a greater powers present. So in any case, kung ang tao na natutulog, possible kasi siya magpas mag-create ng maraming phenomena or forces na it can be negative, it can be also positive. Although kay Edgar Cayce is a different case, parang naging prophet siya, di ba? Sleeping prophet siya. Na nagkaroon siya ng parang prophecy and prediction, ganon. Through sleeping, ganun, o full trances. Although some influences of religion kasi hindi talaga maiwasan yon, but still may mga tumatama sa kanyang mga prophecy. It gives warning, knowledge, ganun, etc. At meron din iba na, of course, there's only negative, yung mga negative na phenomena o manifestation, ganun. Yun lang, yun lang gusto ko. I hope mas lalo mapag-aralan ng mga medium itong fluidal energies book. Yeah. Anyway, oras pa ba tayo, Ate Zor? Ano?
Ano naman?
3 minutes na
Parting.
lang.
Okay, maybe a parting words na lang para at least makapagpahinga ng lahat.
Ay, salamat po at sa paulit. Ano, yung napansin ko, masyado niya idinidiin yung isang punto nung book, ano. Pero nagpapasalamat ako kasi nagiging palinaw ng palinaw yung nasa isip ko na ano. Kaya lang, hindi mo maiaalis na bumabalik pa rin ako doon sa katulad ng pinatotohanan ni Sister Baby. Nagkakaroon tuloy ako ng twisted mind, parang ganun. Hindi pa siya ganun intact as solid para sa akin. Kasi meron kasing nasa present situation na may nagpapatotoo pang ibang tao. So, unbalanced pa rin ang ano ko, ang sitwasyon ko right now. Pero although naiintindihan ko lahat yung mga paliwanag nyo, lalo na doon sa nag-question ako kanina. Thank you sa inyo.
Alright. Richie?
Yes, sa akin naman is share ko lang yung experience ko na alam nyo yung Death Reaper, yung si Kamatayan. Siguro nag-start pala ako mag-aral ng mga building materials and parang hindi ko pa masyadong natakal yung ganitong mga mental fluid powers pero may idea na ako. So, nagising ako noon siguro mga madaling araw noon. So, parang nasa tabi ng kama ko. Sabi ko si Jack, yung Death Reaper. Sabi ko, kukunin na siguro kaluluwa ko. Sabi ko, sige, hindi kunin niya. Tapos, nandun yung takot. Naramdaman mo yung meaning. Pero sabi ko, sige, i-control ko tong takot kung wala na ba akong choice. Di kailangan ko harapin. Di, tinatry kong hawakan. Tapos, habang inahawakan ko, parang nawawala. Sabi ko, ano yun? Anong nangyari doon? Ba't parang silhouette lang. Tapos nawala. Kasi nasa tabi ko talaga ng kama. As in, may cloak siya. Tapos mayroon siyang yung parang, yung tawag doon, yung parang reaper niya na itak. Something ganun.
Yeah,
So
Sikel.
since then, nung naintindihan ko na, sabi ko, wala naman pala to. Wala na akong mga ganung mga fears or something. Meron siguro pero maliit na lang pero hindi na katulad ng dati. So, yun, na malaking tulong ng knowledge na binibigay ng fluidal energies para mabawasan yung fear natin. Yun lang. Thank you.
Thank you. Kuya Jen, gusto ko pang sabihin. Hello?
Pas na ako, pas na.
Nay Rebecca.
Papasalamat lang po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Roel. Kung okay ka magsalita, baka nasa work. But anyway, that's
Salamat
good.
po sa mga karunungan nyo. Salamat.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's about yung knowledge, logical thinking, rationality, ganun. That's a very important thing para maiwasan yung mga negative things na epekto o it's a defense natin yan for the negative effect ng fluidal energy. Ganun. But of course, it has a positive effect. So, yung next topic natin is yung voodoo, delusion, etc. So, it's a good topic next Saturday. So, sana magpatuloy tayo mag-aral kasi it gives a lot of sense sa ating mga experience bilang isang spiritista dati. Ganun. Kasi lahat naman tayo nag-aaral ng mediumship o pag-aaral ng ganyan. So, at least nabibigyan tayo ng linaw, ganun. So, yun. Thank you. I hope this time is okay. Okay pa ba sa inyo yung oras? O it's too late for you guys? But, yeah. Thank you for coming earlier para ma-start din natin ng earlier. Yun lang. And good night, everybody.
Good night, Salome.
Bye po.
Ingat po kayo.
Salome,
Bye-bye.
Good night po.
Peace.
ay ingat sila.